G'day, Michael here. I'm working on building a sizable 3D printer. I'm outside in my yard here. This here is the beginnings of a 2-in, 1-out short. Well, it's kind of a bowden feed arrangement, but not really, because the distance here is very, very short. The intention of that is if I'm wanting to print like flexible rubber-like filaments, I don't want to have any long distance for compression of the filament. We have some local birds, some peewees, joining in on the party. Okay, so I've got two normal sort of feeder motors feeding into this 2-in, 1-out hot end. Eventually I'll change that, the hot end part, to something a little bit more high volume, because I intend to do something fairly large, about 1 metre by 600 by about 500 in height, so it's going to be a fairly sizable print area. And naturally I'll be wanting to have some throughput, otherwise it'll be months of work to do a print. That's a bit beyond my scope. But anyhow, I'm scratching together. I've got some old, it's round shaft with the linear bearings. I've found together and I've serviced these bearings so they run very freely. I will be using stepper motors to drive this, and I've just about made the decision to go Core XY as my kinematics system. I won't be using these longer ones because I don't need the greater length. The shorter set there, what's that? They're about 1.5 meters long, which is ample for the size of print area that I'm going to be doing. I don't want to cut any of these bits off because once they're cut they're shorter and I might decide to do something else with them. I'm still working out what I want to do with the x-axis, but that's a bit of a work in progress. Anyhow, I'll probably keep you guys posted on my progress. These bars look to be 20 millimeters or 18 millimeters thereabouts. I haven't measured them. They look good enough. They're 20 times stronger than I need them to be, and they perform rather well. There's a little bit of surface corrosion, but it doesn't seem to have affected the sliding action of the linear bearings in any way. I'm a little bit worried about the inertia, although these are fairly light. They're not taking much force to get going. Of course, any inertia and momentum to overcome is something that'll trim the performance on cornering and infill and that sort of thing. So I want to keep the moving mass as low as I possibly can. And to that end, this hot end arrangement is terrible because it weighs about 1 kilo. I want to get it around the 300 gram mark if I can. I managed to get the older Delta down to 50 grams of moving mass, but the Bowden feed is way too long for doing anything compressible. The other thing I'd like to do, well, another reason why I want to have this dual extruder, is with big parts here, I want to have some soluble infill. So one feeder will be running like a soluble infill or PVA or something like that. The other one might be extruding PETG or some decent plastic for the actual print. Yeah, well, I guess that's it. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, ask a question, leave a comment, make a suggestion for a video you'd like to see. That's it for me. Bye now.